Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have the onside kick for the SEC Championship awaiting right here. My TV's just over here, so let's watch this together because this could get crazy. What a crazy game it's been. And Devontae gets it, and he goes out of bounds. Florida has one timeout left, but I'm pretty sure that will be the end of this SEC Championship. Alabama will win the SEC Championship. Welcome to the Touchdowns to Home Runs SEC Postgame Show, SEC Championship Postgame Show. Guys, I cannot believe we actually made it here. And let's talk about this game because it was crazy. But before I talk about the game, Alabama fans, go get your brand new SEC Champions merch right now. I made this design all myself. We got it in shirts, we got it in hoodies, we got it in long sleeves, we got it in everything. You have to go get yours now. Shirts are only $15. Hoodies are only $30. Long sleeves are only $25. It's great deals all around the board. And trust me, I have my own shirts and everything already. Quality is unbelievable, especially for $15. Like, guys, this is something you do not want to miss out on. The score will be updated where you see the X's on the hoodie right now on the screen. Those will be updated to the scores of this game. So guys, definitely go get yours. I'll drop the link in the description. I will put a comment in the comment section, and you can click that little thing up there to go get yours right now. But Alabama, man, the number one team in the country. What a game this was. First off, huge round of applause to the Florida Gators because they put up an unbelievable fight. They did something that a lot of people didn't think was going to happen. Florida is going to cover the spread in this game. Like, the fight that they put up, and it wasn't even my prediction. I was way off in my prediction. My prediction was that Florida would make this game close in the first half of the game, and then towards the second half, Alabama would start to pull away. Complete opposite, like the complete opposite. Florida was down at halftime. They were being outscored. They were being outplayed in the first half of the game, and they came out in the second half firing. And they were able to make this a really close game. And they were a couple scores away. They were one score away multiple times in this game in the second half from being the SEC champions. It was an amazing game by both teams. Just what a way to end the SEC season. What a way. I got my SEC shirt on right now. I had to rep it for this special occasion. What a way to end the season with a great game because I watched the Ohio State Northwestern game today. That game wasn't the greatest. A lot of sloppy play in that game. Northwestern actually played very good in that game. Clemson Notre Dame game, that was a blowout. I didn't really watch the Iowa State Oklahoma one, but apparently that was a good game down to the wire. But this was just, you saw some of the top talent in all of college football and going into the NFL next year in this game. First off, let's talk about the Heisman battle in this game because the whole game, it was Mac Jones versus Kyle Trask versus Devontae Smith. Do not forget about my guy Devontae Smith. He is my pick for the Heisman. I am going to be voting Devontae Smith for the Heisman the whole way through. Like, I'm dead serious. I want Devontae to win. But let's take a look at the stats in this game. Mac Jones, 33 for 43, 418 yards, 5 touchdowns for 1 interception. Devontae Smith obviously has a big day, going 15 for 184 with 2 touchdowns, including the game-winning touchdown at the end of there. And then lastly, you have Kyle Trask, obviously. He went 26 for 40, 408 yards for 3 touchdowns. It was a really good game between those 3 players all across the board, and it would be awful for me not to mention the greatness of Najee Harris in this game because he honestly might have put himself into Heisman contention in this game alone. He just played such a good game for Alabama here. Like, it was unbelievable watching him. So much fun. First off, rushing the ball, 30 carries, 180 yards for 2 touchdowns. Then he had 5 receptions for 67 yards and another 3 touchdowns. That puts him at a total of 5 touchdowns for this game. It was just an unbelievable performance by him. Unbelievable performance across the board everywhere. Like, everywhere you saw talent. Look at the Florida side of the ball, first of all, receiving-wise. Kadarius Toney, 8 receptions, 153 yards for 1 touchdown. Pitts had 7 receptions for 129 yards, 1 touchdown. Grimes had 4 receptions for 78 yards, 1 touchdown. But the big factor of this game, and it is no question, we all kind of knew that this was going to be what the game came down to, and it was going to be the rushing game. You know, coming into this game that Florida was a very one-dimensional team. They're very strong in the passing game, and the rushing game just isn't there for them. Alabama outrushed Florida 189-59. That tells you the story of the game right there. Rushing the ball was just so easy for Alabama in this game. They really owned the line of scrimmage. When Florida, it's pretty much been that way the whole season for Florida, that they just have not been able to go out there and just rush the ball effectively, especially against a team like Alabama. They did do their job in the passing game. The passing game was pretty even. Alabama had 418 yards. Florida had 408 yards. It was pretty even as the game moved on. The passing game, we knew what we were going to get. We were going to get a passing showdown. Stats were going to be insane, which we did get in this game. 5 touchdowns for Mac Jones, 5 touchdowns for Najee Harris, 2 touchdowns for Devontae Smith. Just guys all, and then you had, even in Florida, Tony catching for 153 yards, Pitch catching for 129, Trask throwing for more than 400. Just an absolutely outstanding game from every single one of these players on these teams. Great job. Let's take a look at some of the splits from this game. So first down efficiency, on third down efficiency, Alabama went 9 for 15 and Florida went 8 for 11. Florida was definitely able to stop Alabama on some of those third downs, and they were able to get the ball back into their offense's hands. Florida's defense actually made some really key plays in this game, and I think that they played a lot better than I thought they would be, even though Alabama did put up 52 points. I still feel like Florida's defense did still play better, especially we knew they were going up against the best offense, or one of the best offenses in all of college football, and they were able to deliver on that. Turnover-wise, Alabama obviously had the one turnover, the one interception that ended up getting taken back for a fumble by John Mechie, my guy from Brampton, Ontario, went in there and hit the ball loose. Unbelievable job by there. That was just a crazy play to get the ball back in his offense's hands in what ended up to be a touchdown for Alabama, I'm pretty sure. Florida lost 2 fumbles. That was something that was obviously key. You're going to have to clean that up. To win this game for Florida, we knew that they were going to have to win the turnover battle, and they didn't. Main key, penalties. It was a clean game for the first half of the game. I think it was pretty clean, but the second half got more chippy. You started to see a lot more pass interference calls. I think that was something that definitely increased in the second half. Penalties, Alabama went 8 penalties for 72 yards. Florida went 6 for 50. Penalties, obviously, you were going to have tons of pass interference penalties when you're going up against the best wide receivers in the game. First of all, Kyle Pitts, there was a couple times on him where the players they had no choice. It was going to be a touchdown if they didn't hold him or whatever. You got ones on, who else was there? There was a bunch of other pass interferences in this game that you kind of knew was going to happen throughout the game. But it is what it is. Alabama wins the game, final 52-46. What is the playoff looking like now? I think that this is very interesting. I think Florida helped Texas A&M a ton in this game. First of all, Alabama lock it in number 1 team in the nation. They are going to get the number 1 spot. Go and play in what I think is the Sugar Bowl, is the 1-4 game, and it just got released that the Rose Bowl is actually being moved to Dallas, Texas. So that, I don't know if it's officially being called the Rose Bowl or the Cotton Bowl. Very interesting there, so they can actually have fans in both semifinal games, I'm pretty sure. But I think Florida helped Texas A&M a lot in their argument, because Texas A&M's big win is against a Florida team that just went toe-to-toe with the best team in the country. That is going to help Texas A&M a lot. I'm going to be pushing for Texas A&M to be making that playoff spot. By the way, if you love college football and everything, definitely subscribe, because just after I'm done filming this video, I'm getting into my playoff prediction for tomorrow, what we're going to see from the selection committee. So definitely stick around for that. I have a busy championship Saturday. This is my job now. This is what I do, but I love every single second of it. Heisman, we have to talk about Heisman. I know I touched on it before, but who am I taking for Heisman now after this game is over, after the top 3 players in the Heisman, in the Vegas odds, play in this game? They all have amazing games. I said it before, I'm pushing for Devontae to win. I want Devontae to win. But after this game, if Devontae and Najee Harris would have flipped spots and Devontae was the guy to catch for 5 touchdowns, I think you give it to Devontae 100%. Since it wasn't him and Mac Jones went out and threw for 5 touchdowns, threw for 400+ yards, he had an amazing game. I would give, if I had to put money on it right now, even though it wouldn't be my pick, if I had to put money on it right now, I'd pick Mac Jones. Even though Kyle Trask has a phenomenal season, even though Devontae Smith is going to win the Biletnikoff by a mile, and he had an amazing season, I really think Mac Jones is going to be the guy who ends up winning the Heisman, and he's deserving of it. He's had an amazing season, led Alabama to a perfect 11-0 record. Going into the playoffs, Alabama's my team. They're my team to win. I don't see anyone who can play with them. Like, if we're being honest, even Florida versus Notre Dame, I would take Florida. Yes, Clemson beat the brakes off of Notre Dame. I would take Florida over Notre Dame. You look at the talent on these teams. Florida is so much more talented than Notre Dame, in my opinion. Even Texas A&M is more talented than Notre Dame, in my opinion. Put Texas A&M in the playoff. The SEC remains the best conference in all of college football. You best believe that, because we are the best conference. SEC all the way. Even though we might all like separate teams, we all love some SEC football. So that's a wrap on this season. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, every single one of you that have been sticking around for this SEC football season with me on this channel. I'm so appreciative of you guys. You guys don't know how much it means to me, how much it's been able to motivate me and just keep going with this YouTube thing, because I'm not going to lie, there's some points where it was really hard for me to get back out here and keep making content, but I kept doing it, and the support from you guys has been absolutely unbelievable this season. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like down below, comment anything about college football. Definitely subscribe and come back next time.